guys, welcome back to my channel. This reading found you today is because it was meant to find you. There is a message here from your guides within one of these three piles on who is coming towards you in love. So there's a certain person that's going to be coming in, right? So I always recommend pausing the video, asking your guides for guidance, pun not intended. And see which one pulls you. Maybe which pile, not one, which pile pulls you. Maybe it's the location, maybe the number 1, 2, or 3. Maybe that's something that resonates with you, or one of these three crystals, maybe the shape, maybe the color. But take your time with it. This is a general reading, so think about how the message may apply to your life. Place it where it makes the most sense, is how I always say it. And there will be a timestamp for each section provided in the description. So when you are ready, head on over to that section of yours and I'll see you there. Hey guys, looks like you made your way to pile number 1, so welcome. Maybe you're drawn to location to pile number 1, or maybe this crystal, which is a beautiful blue, or the shape, right? But let's go ahead and jump right into the reading. Again, this is going to be for the person that's coming into your life, the love that's coming in. Who is that person? We're going to pull out these cards right here. We'll do this first, actually. I feel like I needed those first. And I will pull some tarot at the end to maybe get like some kind of closing statement from your guides. But let's go ahead with the first card. So this is Electra, the Morning Star, Radiance. I shoot for the stars. Radiance is my birthright. So I'm getting a sense of a lot of you guys. I don't even know if this is accurate statement. So again, take what resonates, leave the rest for those that need to hear it. But for a lot of you guys that are coming to this specific deck, have really been disappointed with the people that they have come in contact with in terms of dating. It's just always a letdown. I feel like it's almost like at the end of the relationship, you were almost like the parent figure, and there didn't feel like, because it could be you feel like you're a mom or you feel like a dad. So I'm just being, females, males both watch this video. So however that makes sense to you at that point, it just feels like a parental thing instead of like, oh, like I have a partner. It just feels like you're acting like a parent. That's what it feels like. And the person that's now coming in, because I think that you've kind of got some clarity on what you want and what you need. And I think you're manifesting something actually really good and different, right? And I think the theme was that you always ended up having to have to take care of people, which now, and I think you also were a people pleaser or still are. But like you're fully aware of that now. And now you're just like have boundaries. And it's been hard for you to like see any green flags. It's always been a red flag at this time and place in your life. And so now this person that's coming in is the opposite of what you have experienced thus far in terms of dating. This feels like endgame to me. When I see I shoot for the stars, I feel like this person goes above and beyond. I think they know what they want and they have like direction. So I feel like if you end up giving this person a chance, I almost feel like within a year there will be like a bigger commitment. Like maybe if you guys are interested in marriage, there's a proposal. Like this person knows what they want. Their life is put together. They have a career. They have a job. I feel like they even have a house. I just feel like they're just so solid in who they are. And so are you. And so like there's that sense of almost like like this person wants to take care of you and bring you into their lifestyle. If there could be a chance that you might not have your life together per se, but they want to be able to take care of you if that is something that resonates, right? So let's go to the next card, because this is a really, really good start. Number 1, like kicking it off for all the other decks. I can't wait to see what the other ones are at this point. But let's see. So bounty, yeah. So this person definitely, like I said, definitely feels like they have their life together. They are really like basking in abundance. But the other part of this is like you guys end up making a good team in the future. And it almost feels like power couple. So if you guys are, very set in like your career and your path, and maybe you also are a homeowner, or I'm getting some people some people have like their direction and plans and future, and that's really important to them, like someone that needs like some kind of like direction or goals, and you guys are one of those like types of people. And I think like the two of you, I feel like you guys almost have the same shared goal, and you guys end up being able to work together, and bounty coming out of that, that's actually really amazing. What a like way to start off the pick a card. I wasn't expecting that. This is really, really good. This is good energy, abundance, someone that knows what they want. This almost gives me like Knight of Swords, and that's like the knight in shining armor, almost kind of like saving you. It almost seems too good to be true, but this is it. Like this is not a lie. They're not putting up a front. I feel like you might be kind of questioning whether it's like real or not at some point in time, but let's see what else we have. So we have the 8 of Wands, the World, and 6 of Pentacles. Okay, so the World coming here, I'm going to put that up front here. This, I love this because the World is like completion. Like that's the full circle. That's everything you wanted in a person. Is this person that's that new love that's coming in is the World. So I love that. This person's coming in very, very quickly. I don't know if you're on dating apps. I don't know. I feel like it almost, for some of you, might be a dating apps. I don't personally feel like anyone will find their person on a dating app, though everything happens for a reason. I just feel like your person is brought to you by fate, and you don't fate doesn't come through a dating app, though I can't say yes or no, right? Like that's never, like everyone's storyline is different, and I feel like, you know, have people met their person on that? Absolutely. But I just feel like this story, this deck specifically, it's like gonna come in through like either you know someone through someone gave your phone number because they needed um they needed something and you knew about the subject, and so they'd reached out to you, or like you gave someone's phone number at a bar, or like you went and walked your dog and you went to the dog park, and something along the lines and of that, of like your information was given and they're contacting you, and there's almost like a kismet kind of situation here. Something was destined to happen because you've learned a lot of lessons within this lifetime, and to receive the World, like this is endgame. Like I feel like this is going to be your person. Now, whether or not you guys both learn your lessons together in this relationship is going to be the telltale sign whether or not you guys are going to be together forever, right? You have to learn your life lessons, they have to learn their life lessons, and if you goes together, great, then that's your forever. But just throwing that out there, just like so that you know that this isn't like the end of the journey. But we also have 6 of Pentacles. So again, this is showing me that this person is really going to, I really feel like they're going to spoil you. They're going to be giving more than they will be expecting anything. And that's something different, in a sense that you have been, again, the one that had to like be like the parent figure. Like I like, okay, like when you're in a relationship with someone and you have to make all the decisions and you're the one cooking and cleaning and taking care of the dog or whatever, and then you feel like a parent, this person doesn't know how to do anything, and you're just like, okay, well, I need a partner. I don't want to be a mom, or I don't want to be a dad or whatever. I need someone to be on the same page as me because I can't do life alone. This person is just going to take care of things. Like I almost feel like, and they're not going to expect anything in return. However, I feel like you are the type of person that will be reciprocating, because this is also a card about reciprocation. I'm trying to make the cards look nice and even, and it's just not working. But so whatever. But it does, this is a card of reciprocation, and that's why I'm getting like this feeling like this card specifically means you guys are going to work very well together. So I absolutely love that. Let's do like one more takeaway here. This, if you're pile number 1, y'all are lucky. I don't know what the other ones look like because I just pulled them. I'm not quite sure. Here, we'll leave that out there. I'm not quite sure what the other cards look like, but this is very telling. I think y'all have gone through it. And it's just time for you guys to meet this person, I believe. Yes, absolutely. So the last tidbit, your guide's kind of showing me here. Again, you guys have gone through it. Something showing me, And this could resonate for some people, not everybody, but it feels like your past relationships had something, again, being the parent figure, but the last specific one had something sneaky happening that made you very, like, that's why you're seeing all the red flags, which makes a lot of sense. Something happened where you had to be cautious, and now you're like, eyes are wide open. You're looking for any red flags, but everything is a red flag. And this cycle is kind of coming to an end. What comes up must come down. Wheel of Fortune, luck, and you're manifesting this. This is the Queens of Wands energy that you're putting out. Like, you are manifesting this person, and you have for a while, but you had to learn your lessons. And so I feel like you finally learned this lesson, because this person, I'm just saying. I mean, if you're a woman, right? If you're a female right now coming in and looking at this, and you're just like, I need that. Or a guy, hey, hello. Like, you need someone to come and save you, knight in shining armor. And a woman can do that too, don't get me wrong. But I think this, like, this is going to be the next phase to your forever, because you're also manifesting. This is the Witch card. There's going to be a lot of stability. I think your guys really have seen you go through it, and they're kind of just like, you passed the test, here you go. Now, matter of like continuing to pass the test. So work, I think, like, the main part of this, if this person comes in, and again, this is going to happen pretty quickly. 8 here, someone's going to come in really quickly, and not someone that you expect. That's why I don't feel like it's a dating app. I feel like it's going to come out of like somewhere else where you're just like, weren't expecting to connect with the person that way. So your guides see you. Your guides are kind of like helping you. The universe is almost like handing you something. So take advantage of it, because this is beautiful. So if this message did resonate, definitely like and subscribe. Even come back and comment on it if it actually ends up coming true, so that people feel validated and feel like, oh yeah, okay, so this stuff actually does work, right? But thank you guys for coming back, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Hey guys, looks like you made your way into pile number 2, so welcome. Maybe you were drawn to the number 2, the location of the pile, or maybe this crystal, which is green malachite. This is one of my favorites. I have this by my bed. It has so many amazing properties. But let's go ahead and see. So our reading today is oh, you have 3 here. I didn't even realize that. I thought there was 2, but now there's actually 3. So here we are. It's fine. It's fine. It means there's a message here specifically for you. But we are going to be focusing on who that a person is that's coming in, that love that's coming in, this new love. Who's coming towards you? Let's just jump ahead, go in, and see what's happening. First card. The universal midwife, birth, a birth, fruitful, and sacred assignment. Okay, so I feel like a lot of you guys are longing for that family, a certain situation. I don't know what. Okay, this is going to be very, very interesting. Not everybody. This is like a few of you guys are going to probably relate to this. I don't know why I'm getting some of you are in a relationship and don't want to be in the relationship. And are expecting another person to come in. So if you're coming here and you're in a relationship, this, we'll get into it, but I feel like there's a person that's coming in, that is actually going to offer you what you aren't receiving in the current relationship. That is a very small section, but I don't know why my guides told me I had to say that out loud. The rest of you guys, obviously single, wanting to have this kind of family moment. I feel like a lot of you guys want to be a mom or a dad, and it's super important to you, and you're trying to find the right person who fits that vision, and you just haven't found it. Like, there have just been one horrible instance after another, and you're severely disappointed. But I'm telling you right now, like, within this reading, that family situation seems pretty close. Like, it's right there, right? I'd feel hopeful in that aspect, because that person that you can envision yourself as a parent with, like, within your family, like their mom or dad, right, with you, it's around the corner. I just think that this is what you've been wanting for so long and manifesting. So everything that you've gone through is really coming full circle here. But let's go ahead. You have 3 cards here, which I thought there was 2. I mean, I knew there was going to be more because I like popped out, but I was like, you know what? There's a message here, and now you have 3. So this is going to be interesting. So goals, new life, leadership. Okay, that's funny. New life. So that's second time coming out. So if you want to be a parent, the answer is yes. I don't know if that's something important to you, but the answer is yes. You will be a parent. I feel like that might be a question that you have. Maybe your timeline is like your biological clock is ticking. You haven't found anyone. I don't have any concern. This is showing me that you will be a mom or a dad. The person you're going to meet that is coming through, that love that's coming through, is going to have the same goals. So they're going to want to be parents. They're going to want to have a stable home, stable foundation, believe in the same things that you believe in, kind of like want to go through life. That is exactly how you envision it. So you are manifesting something. This person, however, feels like with the leadership card here, this person is feeling like they are going to be taking the lead in this. I don't know if that's something that bothers you guys. I feel like you guys don't like not having control. I think that's kind of coming up right now for me because this doesn't feel very comfy and cozy when I'm doing this reading or pull. It almost feels like you want to have some kind of control, but this person isn't controlling. It's not that, but it's just they need to take the lead. And I feel like I don't know why my guides are saying this. So again, take this with a grain of salt, but my guides are saying like they actually know better and to listen. And they will be probably the breadwinner, probably the one that's going to make a lot of decisions because of that. And it's almost like you're going to be tested within that. So again, if you don't pass the test, this might be look a little bit different. Obviously you have free will, but this is what's beautiful about this scenario because it's like everything you want is going to come through with this. And any doubt that you have, like I feel like you might be doubting that you might be a parent. Again, feels like time. So a lot of you guys may feel like you're older and time is not on your side, which everything happens for a reason. Don't ever stress yourself out over that kind of stuff. Because this is already validating that is a reality. So, and I think, like, again, when we're talking about like what love is coming through, a lot of you guys might be already expecting. And that is another thing that I want to point out because it's not everybody, right? We're talking about like a partner coming in. Maybe the love that's coming in is a baby, new life. And that's what true love is, right? So maybe a lot of you guys might be not even knowing that you're pregnant or feel like you're pregnant, or maybe your test came back positive and there's fear around that. But there doesn't even have to be a partner. Like this could be this new life that's coming and that you're welcoming in. It's like the star seed, sacred assignment that you are bringing in. So I'm just saying all of this is beautiful. All of this just feels right, feels good. There shouldn't be any fear. There shouldn't be any doubt. Like you're doing it. This is a beautiful reading. I'm like actually blown away with how accurate these cards are. Just was not expecting that to kind of validate each other. But okay, let's see what we have here. We have Ace of Wands, Two of Swords, and King of Swords. Okay, so this is very, very interesting. So this person that's coming in, I feel like maybe you guys, this again isn't everybody, but some of you guys might already be pregnant and it was like not planned because I see like there is some kind of decision that needed to be made. There's some kind of a crossroads, and I guess this person I feel like you are trying to figure out whether you want to be with this person or not at this point. But it feels like a decision needs to be made. Now, for those of you that aren't pregnant, it feels like this person, I feel like you know this person currently. I feel like maybe you guys have had a friendship or something has happened, or maybe this is someone in your past that's coming back in, but it feels like there's some kind of decision that needs to be made, some kind of crossroads within your situation. And that it forms this beautiful opportunity, Ace of Wands here for stability, fire, spark of passion here. And this is divinely handed, so everything happens for a reason. So I feel like, again, so two ways, because not everyone's pregnant right now, right? But if you are, this person is going to stay. This person wants to build this life with you. This person wants this new opportunity. And for those of you that aren't pregnant currently and want to have this beautiful future and having that family, I feel like you know who this person is. I feel like you have some history and they want to have that new opportunity with you and start over. And I think they picked that, obviously, they picked that because the Ace of Wands is here. But the King of Swords is the best part of what this entire deck is showing me right here. Not the deck, but the poll that I just have in front of me. King of Swords energy is someone that's reached full maturity. These are people that are very, and that's what I'm saying with the leadership. That makes sense. So, leadership card here. This is someone who is a very knowledgeable, very smart, very educated. And I feel like being a king, especially with swords, it almost feels like leadership. Like they are going to take control, they are in charge, what I say goes, and it's only because they do know better. Like in this instance, they do know better, and they are fully mature. They use reason and logic and not emotions, and I just feel like that's something that you need in this phase in your life. And I just love this energy for you right now, with this person coming in, because again, like if you guys are like questioning whether or not, like, you have time, this person that's going to come in is going to offer you this family situation, and I feel like everything's going to work out beautifully the way it needs to. Let's go ahead and pull a few more cards here because I want to see what else Spirit has in store for you. Okay, these two fell out. Or not in store for you, sorry, because the last pull was that, sorry, I just wanted to concentrate on that like your guide's kind of basically seeing you for what your past was. So you guys have taken a minute here. This wow, can't talk. This definitely does feel like someone from your past. You took a second to kind of get perspective, and you walked away from the situation, and there was a sense of renewed faith, hope. um that's the only reason why you let this person in. I feel like it's a positive after this, but it does feel like in the past it wasn't an emotional miss. They weren't mature enough. That's what it feels like. Again, um, mm, mm, I don't know if you guys are in a maybe you were in a relationship, or maybe you just dated and it just what didn't quite work out. But this person, it has in the past been there, put perspective in your eyes on what you wanted, and it really feels like they're stepping up to the plate, stepping up to the challenge, stepping up to be what you need them to be. And again, this card, the star being here, feels like very much like a renewed sense of faith and hope. And I think you know that this person is coming in or has already come in. And so you are very hopeful that it will work out. And I only see really positive things out of this situation. So I love that for you guys. If this message did resonate, definitely like and subscribe so you don't miss another one of these. And thank you guys for coming back. And also leave a comment, because just to see if like how people relate to these messages, and so they don't feel alone. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Hey guys, looks like you were drawn to pile number 3, so welcome. Maybe you were drawn to the location, the number 3, or maybe the crystal here, and the color, maybe the shape. But let's go ahead, see what we have here. Again, this is a reading about what love is coming into our lives, like coming forward, coming towards us. Let's just go ahead with the first card. Goddess of balance, equality. I create and foster reciprocal relationships. Beautiful. So I think for a lot, and this is balance. This looks like the balance card already. 2 of Pentacles. But it does feel like something that you've been wanting and or needing. I feel like everyone's manifesting somebody that's coming into their life. I feel like this person is going to balance you. There's a give and take. It feels harmonious, but I feel like you also didn't receive that in a last relationship. And for whatever reason, I almost feel like there is some doubt that this person is what they say they are, or that they're actually trying to offer you what it is that you want and or need out of this relationship, which is reciprocity at this point, and you want to be like an equal. I feel like a lot of you guys walked away from a last relationship feeling like I need freedom because I can't do this because it didn't feel balanced. It felt like you couldn't do things, but they could. So if that resonates, definitely leave a comment, so people don't feel like they're alone. But it does feel like now, like this person that's going to come in is going to basically be balanced, but then like you guys can do your thing together apart, and there's no questions, there's trust. I always feel like you also do everything together, which I think is beautiful within that relationship. But let's go ahead and see what this card is. Ease. Oh, I love that for you guys with this. So the fact that there's equality, I create and foster reciprocal relationships. There's ease with it. I feel like the last one was just so like maybe it was the last few. I feel like maybe you have like a type and you keep going for the same type of people. But there's a sense of like, wow, like relationships don't have to be hard. They're actually not that bad. And this person's kind of showing you that because they're making it easy. Like you guys don't fight. You guys kind of like, if you have a disagreement, there's a discussion around it. It's so easy, which is how it should be. You don't worry, you don't stress. I feel like the last relationship caused you so much like um I guess anxiety, or it was just a lot. There was a lot of heaviness. There was a lot of you having to have to check up on the person, see what they're doing, and it just didn't feel fair. Nothing about that felt fair. So now that this person's coming in, there's ease within this relationship, within this love that's coming in. I mean, that's amazing. Let's go ahead and see what's in these cards here. King of Wands. I love seeing King. Six of Cups. And then the Nine of Swords. So I want to make a point here that when I'm seeing the Nine of Swords, this is super important to me. Again, anxiety. This is like this past relationship kept you up at night. The past relationship has made you question whether or not anyone can actually offer what you want. This is your past. This is coming up because like you are very hesitant within like if this is real because it's so easy. There's something about doubt when this person comes in. So this is like your kind of warning from your guides if you met this person. If you haven't yet, there's a warning from your guides here about like letting this go and don't let this get in the way of this new relationship. So I wanted to make a point of that specifically. So now we have the King of Wands and Six of Cups. I feel like this has come up in some like TikToks where I've seen and I'm going to just say again, you could be a male, you could be a female coming in. I'm just giving you an example because make it make sense for you. But I've seen TikToks where, a girl has to be in her masculine because there are no men that are really in their full masculine and help take care of them and help them progress. But like when you find the right person where you don't have to be masculine and you can be feminine. Oh, I finally love the color pink, right? I This is what this relationship is. Like you are putting down your masculine energy if you're a female and coming into like your childlike energy and feeling safe because you haven't felt safe. You've had to, like I said, like it was tough in those relationships. You had to do a lot of work. Nothing was equal. And now it's like coming in like nostalgia. This is a nostalgia card. You can finally bring your inner child to come out because there's safety within this. And why? Because this is a king. This is what's amazing about this pull right now is because this is the king that is coming in. So king for me, if I see a page, it's immaturity. Knights are, work in progress, but they're getting there. They're learning life lessons. And a king is someone who's got the maturity. King of Wands is someone who's bringing stability, energy, fire, and passion, adventure, like they're passionate in this relationship. They want this to work. They're bringing the stability because they're ready. They're ready for you. They're ready for the commitment. And then maybe that's something that you just haven't had because there was no maturity within the last relationship because you've had to, really kind of be on edge and walk on eggshells. Eggs. You gotta be on eggs. No, on edge, walk on eggshells. So this is really amazing. Like this person, this love that's coming into your life is beautiful. I love that energy for you guys. Let's go ahead and see what we have, like a final statement. What do your guys have to say? Kind of see you, what you've been through. There we go. Yep. And this is your past, really. And they want you to know, like, that they're with you through this. Yeah. So you definitely walked away. You broke up with this past relationship. You've put in a lot of work. And this person did not do work on themselves or work on your relationship. So yeah, this is a breakup card. It ended. Something in the past ended and left you feeling like you had to be on guard all the time. Anxiety again showing up. That's what I was kind of pointing out to. But you put in so much work. I think this was a very long-term relationship. So you coming in and seeing this and seeing like someone like a mature person coming through to kind of get you past this like other relationships so you can move forward. I mean, this is kind of like what you needed and or wanted and manifested, by the way. Everyone that's coming in and all three of these cards have manifested this person. But this person definitely did not. Like they had a dark side that they didn't even want to acknowledge. They avoided it. They don't want to look within. You've told them so many times how you felt, how they made you feel, and they just don't care. They don't care. So yeah, this ended. You walked away. That's very abundantly clear. You are definitely single. Because I think the last deck, like some people weren't single. So this is definitely showing me that you guys are. And you moved away and are now on to bigger and better things. Like this is what you have to look forward to. So I love this for you guys. If this message did resonate, definitely like and subscribe so you don't miss another one of these. Leave a comment so people can feel like they're not alone. And it's good to kind of share that and like see like, yeah, this stuff actually works, But I appreciate you guys coming back and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.